The 1400 category on the Woodpecker stages would see a number of local crews battling it out on the stages, and it would be the very local crew of Dave and Toby Brick who lead the way after the morning stages. The Ludlow pair ending stage 3 with a minute's advantage in the category. That lead would be aided by the loss of their regular rivals Chris Powell and Jim Lewis, the Sunbeam pair retiring with mechanical issues on the second stage of the day. So second place at this stage would belong to Nigel and Karen Jenkins. The pair might be a little way back from the lead, but it was good to see them out fighting, and they were holding off any charge from behind. Closest to the Jenkins on the results at this stage will be Tommy Meadows and Emma Morrison, 8 seconds back from the Nova pair. So the afternoon was looking like being a close fight for those podium places. The third stage of the day would see us lose Steve Black and Paul Morris, engine problems forcing them to pull over mid-stage and call it a day. For Pete Gorst and Phil King, it will be fourth, just outside the podium positions and only 5 seconds back from Meadows, a good start for the Nova pair. And 13 seconds back from them were Freddie Brick and Rob Woodhouse, the Corsa pair putting in some good times in the newer Vauxhall to keep the fight close in the category. Richard Cole and Abby Haycock meanwhile mix things up in the Escort. They end the morning with 6th place in the category. And just behind them, it was another Corsa, Stuart Spire and Pete Williams, 5 seconds behind to be exact. They end the morning with an impressive 7th place. And it will be the similar car of Chris Bush and Robert Smith ending the morning in 8th. The time's even closer at this end of the leaderboard, just a second separating them as they go into service, ready for a big push and hopefully a good close fight through the afternoon. Rounding out the 1400 results were Perry Gardner and Ben Innes, the only crew in 1400C, but sadly they would be suffering, running a few minutes back from the rest of the field, but crucially, still running. In Rally First, it would be a great start for Sam and Liam Johnson, taking a 40-second lead in the category. It wasn't without its problems though. Gearbox issues would leave the pair with only 3rd and 5th. Very days of thunder. Thankfully, a repair by Dad, Richard in service, would keep them in the rally and able to defend that lead into the afternoon. For Guy Butler and Stephen Brown, it will be 2nd. The pair leading the way in the Rally First 2-litre class in that Rally Me Corolla, with a good advantage as well in that position. And they'd be followed by the other Corolla of Matthew Baddeley and Jan Griffiths. 3rd place for them, gaps either side that didn't look very likely to change. And rounding out our Rally First crews in 4th were the Fiesta pairing of Wesley Guilford and Mark Townsend. They weren't going to gain a podium place on times alone, but would there be anything happening up ahead to change that around? We would have to see. They would be in an ideal position to pick up if so. So the morning complete here in Shropshire for the Woodpecker Stages Rally, the penultimate round of the BTRDA Rally Series. And in the 1400 and Rally First categories, the leaderboards look like this. On to the afternoon stages then, and there would be no change for Wesley Guilford and Mark Townsend. They end the rally with that 4th place in Rally First. No change either for Matthew Baddeley and Jan Griffiths. They remain 2nd of the Rally Me Corollas to take that final step on the podium and 2nd in the class with it. It would be the class win though for Guy Butler and Stephen Brown. Unable to challenge for the lead of the category overall, but some good points for that championship campaign nonetheless. That, of course, meaning victory for Sam and Liam Johnson. A great end to the rally for the pair. The tyres were going off towards the end of the rally, causing a few moments, but they do take the win by over 2 minutes, so they had plenty in hand to back off if they'd felt like doing so. Our 1400 results would take a massive shake-up through the afternoon stages, losing a number of key crews. One of those being Nigel and Karen Jenkins, who stop after stage 6, missing out on that 2nd place finish. And with a number of other crews not making it out of stage 4, it would only mean 3 crews ending the rally in 1400. Freddie Brick and Rob Woodhouse taking the final of those positions on the podium. Tommy Meadows and Emma Morrison, of course, then moving up to second place overall with the loss of Jenkins. They settle for runner-up this weekend, putting them third in the championship standings going into the final round. And that, of course, means it's victory this weekend for Dave and Toby Brick. A great drive to take victory on their home event, taking the win by almost 2 minutes by the end of the day. So after a particularly grueling penultimate round, confirmation of the 1400 and Rally First results here on the Woodpecker stages. Next up, the BTRDA action continues. And as always, there is plenty of drama to take us to the final round, the challenging Yorkshire stages of the Track Rod Rally. We will, of course, be there to bring you all of the action. And in the meantime, you can check out action from all the previous rounds of this exciting championship on our social media. Thank you for watching.